Hello everyone, good evening. This is Farhan Khan, your learning partner, and today we'll try to understand basics of Power Automate. So this is our Power platform in which we have Power BI, Power Apps, Power Automate, Power Virtual Agent, and Power Pages. We have already covered a few of the topics which are available on Power Apps, basics of Power Apps, which you can see in the description. And today we'll try to cover what Power Automate is. So Power Automate is a cloud-based workflow automation services that allows users to create automated workflows between different application services. Different application may be your SharePoint, it could be Dropbox, Twitter, Facebook, or any other services which are available. Power Automate allows users to connect to hundreds of different services, including Microsoft, outside Microsoft services, SharePoint, Dynamics, SQL, Dataverse, and so many other things. You see, these are the different connectors which we can connect using Power Automate. What basically we do in Power Automate, we create workflows which can be created using a drag and drop interface and which can be triggered by a variety of events like whenever we create an event like create a file or update a file whenever item is created, whenever we receive an email in such scenarios. Let's speak about features of Power Automate. We have connectors, triggers, and actions. Connector is a bridge between the services and your Power Automate. It could be SharePoint, OneDrive, Teams, Facebook, Twitter, or any other services. Trigger is an event which allows your workflow to start. Maybe creating an item in SharePoint list, updating a file in SharePoint library. Action. Our Automate offers a variety and a range of pre-built action that users can include in their workflows, which we will be seeing in a moment. Power Automate includes different types of workflows like cloud flows, desktop flows, and process advice. Cloud flows is a cloud-based workflow automation services that allow users to connect to automated workflows. In this particular category, we have automated flow, we have instant and scheduled flow. Desktop flow deals with desktop-based workflow automation tool. What does that mean? If you have, let's say, any software which is installed in your desktop or laptop machine, that can be automated as well. Process Advisor is a process mining tool that help organization to analyze and optimize their business processes. We'll be covering entire desktop flow series in the coming time. So, how do you go to Power Automate? Go to https make.powerautomate.com. You'll find the dashboard, and in the create section, you will see all these options: automated flow, instant flow, scheduled flow, desktop flow, and process advisors. These three falls under the category of cloud flows. We'll see an example of it. A very basic and very simple example to achieve this, how we can achieve or how we can create an automated flow. Let's click onto that. So you see, this is automatically allowing you to see which can be used as an automated trigger when an item is created, when an item is created or modified, and you can search as per your requirement. I'll select as when an item is created. I'll name it as my first flow created. So what I need to do is whenever an item is created in a list, I need to receive an email that an item has been created. That's very basic and very simple. We'll try to see how we can achieve that. So if you can see over here, we have got the trigger that how our flow will start. And now this is asking for two parameters, which is site address and list name. So go to your SharePoint. I'll select my site. If it has already been used, it will be available in the loading section, the way you can see it over here. In case if it doesn't pop up, you have to go to your site and copy this URL. For now, I'll select Farhan's site. The list name would be, I'll say training registration, new step. What I need to do is I need to send an email to myself whenever an item is created. So what I'll do is I'll select send an email action. You see, send an email, Outlook version 2. This is asking to whom I would like to send an email. I can send it to myself and I can send it to anybody else as well. For now, to check this, I'll mention my name, Farhan Khan. I'll name it as test flow. In the body, I'll write hi, this item has been created, and from Dynamic 365 I can see those values which are available in that particular SharePoint list. Just to confirm you guys, I'll go to that site, I'll go to the registration, training registration list, and if you see the column names over here, you'll find it same identical to these Dynamic 365 values. Let it get loaded first. We'll try to refresh it again. You see, title, first name, last name. What I'll do is I'll write title space. I'll write this is the title. Enter. First name. Select first name. Last name. I'll select last name. Course. So now if you see, instead of courses, it is coming as courses value. Why it is coming like that? Because that courses is a choice column over here. I think there is an issue. Okay, yeah. So if you see, this courses is a choice column. That's the reason I'm getting this as a course value. So you have to select course value over here. So let's just save it. So we are ready to go. What I'll do is I'll create one sample data in it. I'll name it as Mr. First name I'll keep it as what we should keep. I'll keep it as Imran. Imran Khan. And Power Automate. And select the date. File tenant available. Yes. Company name I will keep it as EEE. That's a hypothetically any name which you can see. I'll save it. So what should happen automatically is this should trigger my flow, which is available over here. So how you can go ahead and check if the flow is working or not. So what you have to do is you need to remember the name of your flow, go to my flows, and in the cloud flows category, you will see your flow. Now you need to check if it is working or it is running or not. So how do you check it? Click on these three ellipses, click on this run history. Since this is an automated flow, it might take a minute or two sometimes. Since this is a trial version, it might take a longer period of time. So what I'll do is I'll quickly go ahead and try to test it manually. I'll edit this, click on test. Since this is not run at least one, please call. Okay, there's submission, I believe. Test, manual. We have already added an item over here. I should get an email in some time. See this? And open this. Maximize. It will give you the details as well, which you entered in that particular SharePoint list. So, hi, this item has been created. Title was Mr. Name was Imran. Last name was Khan. Courses was Power Automate. Go to that flow. Click on My Flow again and see if it is running or not. Now, from here you can see the history of it. You see, once we tested it, it took 1 second, 1 millisecond. So now let's try to see how an instant cloud flow works. We have seen an example of automated cloud flow. Now, if you see how you would like to trigger the flow. So I'll select a manually trigger flow. I'll name it as my second flow and click on create. And I'll try to perform the same action which I did in my previous flow. So now this time the flow will be automatically started whenever an item is whenever we are clicking on this event. In the automate section, whenever the item was created, it was getting triggered automatically. Now we have to trigger it manually. I'll click on new step. I'll select for Outlook connector, send an email version 2. You can specify any name which is available in your AAD. I'll mention Farhan Khan, testing email. We have already seen these values which are available in the Dynamic 365. Hi, this is a test email. And thanks. You would be wondering why we are not able to see first name, last name, title column because we are not connected to a SharePoint site in this particular flow. That's the reason we are not able to see. But definitely we can go ahead and add it, and which we will be seeing in the next coming videos. So I'll save it, test it manually, and test. It requires a sign-in permission. I'll grant that permission, and then I'll run the flow. Done. If this is flow successful, if this flow runs successfully, I should receive an email, which I have. If you see timing, 1:42 a.m. All these checkboxes shows that the flow has run successfully. Let's see if we have received that email or not. Yes, this is the test email. We have seen that. So for now, we have covered two scenarios, which is automated and manual flow. Now let's see how a scheduled flow works. So now what you can do is you can define the start timing, at what time, and how many times you should repeat in how many days, minute, or hour. You see, in a month, a day, an hour, a second. You can mention everything over here and define the same set of steps which we have used in the previous flows. I hope you liked the video and thanks for your time and thanks for watching my video.